Matador.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to part 12 of our Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster Platinum Trophy walkthrough. We're picking up right where we left off, right outside of the sealed castle of Kuza. We got some legendary weapons, and now we're going to continue our journey for that Platinum Trophy. So the first thing you need to do is hop into your airship, and we're going to take it very slightly to the northeast from where we are right now. So hop on board and then fly just a little bit to the east and mostly north, and you can park right next to this town and head in, and this is Regole. The first thing you want to do is go into the armor shop and go to the left counter, and there's actually a secret walkway at the bottom part here. When you talk to the girl, she says that she'll give you her prized possession, which is a ribbon. This item isn't required for completion for the trophy in any sort of way. However, who wants to turn down a ribbon, especially if it's free? Well, once you're done with that, then head on out of the town and back to your airship. From here, we're going to head to our next destination, which is mostly south of where we are. And there's a little opening here in the rocks in the mountains. And if you land here, you can go into the cave. This cave should be very familiar to you. It's right at the beginning of the game. And if you walk on up through here, it's the pirate's hideout. Syldra, you're alive? Ferris, what are you talking about? Ferris, do you see something? Don't you? Syldra's right there! Syldra's your name? Oh, you're such a good girl. Kryle, you can see her? Syldra's spirit says she wants to help you, Ferris. Eh? Such a kind soul. And we received the summoned monster Syldra. That's all that we needed to do, so let's head on out of the cave the way that we came. Once you're outside, we're going to get back into the airship and fly it directly west. So go straight left, and that will take you to where Boko is waiting outside of Guido's cave. So hop on Boko, and we're going to take him for a very long run. We're going to go north and then east at the first intersection, through the Broken Mountain, around the town, and go north and then to the east until you reach the sealed castle of Kuza. Then go north, follow the forest until you reach Regole, and then you'll head toward the west, and you'll run around the forest to this little desert, and then keep on going west all the way until you reach the rivers here. Now go along the rivers toward the west, and at the first intersection, stay toward the north, and then just follow the river all the way to the end, and go to the left, and you will reach the waterfalls. This is Bestiary Falls. And if you examine the tile below you, you can get a magic lamp. And if you talk to it again, you can actually recharge the power of the magic lamp. Okay, so we're done here. Now we're going to go back up the way we came, and we're going to run all the way back to the airship. So that's all we needed Boko for right here. So go back through the rivers, continue heading east. You go through the little desert, continuing east through the forests all the way to Regole, and then you go south until you reach the sealed castle of Kuza. Then head toward the west, south around this town, through the Broken Mountain, and then continuing south until you reach your airship. Well, once you get back to your airship, now we're going to take this toward the west. And if you go way over to the dot as far to the left as possible, there's a little parking spot here where it's not a forest, and you can head inside, and this is Moor. And we've been to Moor before, but we haven't done this. So we're going to walk around this pub, and if you get to where these barrels are on the far side of it, go directly underneath it and then straight down. From here, you want to go all the way to the right when you reach the bottom, and then down, and then left, and then up, and then right, and down. And if you go all the way that way, you'll wind up in this secret spot. What have we here? Getting this far means you must be very brave. Or else just very lucky. I'll let you decide which it is. If you think you're brave, take what's in the crate on the left. But if you know you're a coward, take what's in the one on the right. What'll it be? So if you choose the left box, it's the brave blade that gets weaker every time you run away from battle. However, if you choose the box on the right, it's the chicken knife, which actually gains power every time you run away from battle. Well, there's no way to boost the power of the brave blade, but there is a way to boost the power of the chicken knife, so I'm going with that, even though I don't really run from battles that often. And you get taunted by the skeleton if you choose the chicken knife. Well, it doesn't really matter what he thinks, because, well, we have a new free item. And then we just have to backtrack the way that we came from, so it's up, left, down, right, up, left, up. And that gets you out. And then that's all we need to do inside Moor, so we can head on out. And hop aboard your airship. We're going to take it for another ride. This time we're going to go way to the southeast area. And we're going all the way to Crescent, and that is the bottom right yellow dot on your map. So once you reach Crescent, then head to the southwest. There are 3 different forest areas, and you're going to park outside the third one. And we're going to do a quick save here. There are some monsters that we'll get later, and one of the random tiles inside of the forest there is the Phantom Village. So once you're inside, I highly recommend making someone a thief so that you can see hidden passageways. And we're going to go up the flight of stairs here, and we're going to go down and look at the magic shop first. If you talk to the guy in the magic shop, you'll see that there's really nothing special. We have all of these things already. But this town is full of secrets. And now we're going to go to the left and all the way around the magic shop. And that will take us to a secret vendor who has some very good magics. They're a little bit expensive for us, but we can buy them all at this point. So go ahead and buy all of them, and then you can head on out. So our next stop is we're going to go down, and the bottom right part of town is the armor shop. So head on into this armor shop. And if you talk to the vendor here, he does have some equipment, so you can buy things if it would be an upgrade for you. I'm going to buy a couple upgrades for my characters. Obviously, the different jobs that you may have equipped, you'll want to buy different things. So whatever would be an upgrade to you, if you can afford it, this is a great place to buy some new armor upgrades for yourself. And then, of course, make sure that you equip them after you buy them, otherwise they won't do a lot of good. The crate in the bottom left, if you talk to it, it opens up his counter, and that will allow you to go through a secret passage to the guy down here, and he sells some really good accessories. And we'll need to keep some of these things in mind for later. So nothing that we need to buy at this time. They are pretty expensive. We'll have to grind out some money in order to get that. And then the magician in the top left, he can tell you some things about the rings. That the flame rings absorb fire and protect against ice, but they're weak against water. Coral absorbs water and protects against fire, but is weak against lightning. And angel rings protect against aging and zombification. And also, the ultimate accessory is the ribbon, which protects against all status ailments. And we got one of those for free at the beginning of this video. Okay, once that's done, we're going to head on back to the pub area. We won't go in the front door, but if you go around all the way to the back, then you can get into the upper part here. The barrel second from bottom is containing a thief knife. So grab that one and then go up and down the stairs. That was our only thing that we needed to get here. Only one hidden item. This guy here is kind of interesting. He will task you with running around the entire world with Boko. And if you do that, he'll give you a Mirage Vest, which isn't that great of an item. You can do it if you want to, but it's not worth really anything. So do it if you want to, but it's not required for anything. So I'm just going to skip it for now. Okay, and then head on down, and once this guy gets out of our way, we're going to be going into that house right there. You can see the door is just waiting for us as soon as he moves. And there we go. So go on inside. There is a pot that you can get all healed up from if you want to. Otherwise, just keep heading north and down the stairs. Go down and all the way to the right, and you can go up the next flight. And this will take you into the back part of the weapon shop. And this has a lot of good ninja gear for you. So I'm going to buy some twin lances because they're pretty good. They allow you to attack twice every turn. And if you're dual wielding, then you're able to attack 4 times per turn. And if you happen to have the Ranger's rapid fire equipped, you can actually attack 8 times per turn. So that's super good. So I'm stocking up on those, as well as some more flame scrolls, water scrolls, and lightning scrolls, just in case you need them. If you want some shurikens or Fuma shurikens, especially if you can afford them, go ahead and grab those. You can also talk to the normal weapon vendor here if there's any upgrades for you. He does have a pretty good variety of things. Once that's done, then head back down the stairs, and we're going to go now all the way to the left and through the secret passages, all the way past these stairs, and we find our very last piano. So go ahead and play it. You have mastered the piano. Other pianists quake in fear at your superhuman ivory tinkling talents. And we get the Piano Maestro trophy for mastering the piano. Well, now head back to the right and up the first stairs that you come to. And this will take you to the back portion in the woods. And there's a black chocobo here. Talk to him and we can take him for a ride. Okay, from here we're going to fly over toward Crescent. And remember that black chocobos need to land in a forest area. They can't just land on the plains. So land in the forest closest to Crescent and then head on inside. From here you're going to go toward the bottom right corner of town. There's the minstrel's house. And once you get inside, he has a piano in the upper right hand corner. So go ahead and play him a little song. And now let's go talk to him to see what he thinks. Say, that was a nice tune. Now here's a song for you. Learned Sinewy Etude. If you sing this song in battle, you'll find your strength will gradually grow to rival even the gods, and learned Hero's Rime. Sing this in battle, and your level will gradually increase to heroic proportions. So it's like the opposite of the aging status effect, where that normally lowers your level over time. Hero's Rime will grow your level temporarily in battle, and that's really nice. Okay, well, now let's go back to our black chocobo. But before we get there, we're going to farm out one encounter here. This is the Gloom Widow, Slug, and Michael enemy. And once you finish these off, these are the only Bestiary entries that we haven't gotten in this area. They're not very difficult. You can actually get Moon Flute, the blue magic from the Gloom Widow. Definitely not necessary though, we got that a long time ago, but just in case you missed it in the Library of the Ancients, this is a good place to get that. Once those 3 enemies have been added to your bestiary, it is time to hop aboard your black chocobo again, and this time we're going to start flying straight west all the way to the left, and we're going to cross this ocean here until we reach land again. So just keep heading all the way left until you hit land. At this point, you're going to follow the coast toward the northwest until you see a little spot of light green here. From here, you're going to go a little bit toward the northeast and park in the forest area. And from here, we can head on into the cave that's nearby. This is the Regole cave. It is very similar to the last time that we were here. Everything's the same, all the monsters are the same. So head down, flip the switch, and then head down further. Find the switch that doesn't disappear when all the other ones do, and flip that. And then head to the north. Don't worry about that treasure chest. This door is locked until you go up to the treasure chest in the top and flip the hidden switch and then go through it. From here, you'll just proceed along the path, kind of hugging the right wall as you go up the stairs, and go through this very narrow path and passage. You're getting all the way to the top where you can climb the wall. Once you get up here, you'll be in a very different location, and there are a bunch of holes in the ground that won't let you pass, so just kind of work your way around the giant holes and the cracks in the floor, and you're going all the way to the north. Once you're here, you'll see a summon orb. I strongly recommend making everyone here a Mystic Knight, and we're giving all of them the Spellblade skill as their innate skill, and we're giving them aim so they don't miss. We do have one person who can use white magic just for a little bit of healing, and then you'll definitely want to save your game before talking to the orb. The mysterious voice tells us that he only has 1 minute to play with us, and he asks if we really want to rumble with that condition, and then we have to confirm it again. Yep, we only get 1 minute, 60 seconds to fight this boss, and it is Odin. You can see in the top right corner there is a 60-second timer that counts down, but luckily it won't take nearly that long, because Odin has a very big weakness to being turned into stone. So using the Spellblade skill, we can use Break on our weapon to make it petrify with the next hit. So whoever's the first one up, we're going to have them use Spellblade Break, and then the next turn it will be the Aim skill, and that will instantly kill Odin. So that was pretty easy. We still have 40 seconds of our original 60 seconds remaining. We get 20 ABP for that, so it's a good way to gain a quick level for your Mystic Knights if you haven't been using them. And we also get the summoned monster Odin as a reward for that battle. Alright, when you're done with that, then we just have to backtrack the way that we came. So walk south, avoiding all of those holes in the ground, and you can make your way all the way to the southern door here, which is locked. Well, I should say it's locked from the other side, because now we can unlock it. And this should take you to a familiar place, because if you go up the stairs, you'll find that you're actually in the basement of the Castle of Baal. So now we are just going to leave the castle by continuing to head down and to the left, and working our way, we can go all the way to the center courtyard here and down and out. From here, we're right next to our black chocobo, and we're going to turn 2 people into time mages, and we also have a ninja and a chemist now, and we're going to need some time magic for the next big bestiary entry that we need to add to our list. So now we got to fly all the way up to the far right corner of the map. You can see there's a giant gray, big dark gray blob up there, and there's a big black circle. We're going to fly up toward that area, and when you get up close, you'll see that it's a big desert here. Remember that the black chocobo can only land in a forest, and there happens to be one right here to the east. So land here and then start walking around in this desert area, and you'll find these ammonites in the Ankeg enemy. These are very weak to level 3 flare, so go ahead and use that as a blue magic against them, and they should die in just 1 hit from that. So it's a pretty good way to do a little experience farming if you need to. Otherwise, we're going to start heading north, and we'll go through the little break in the mountain here and continue on toward the east. Don't go into North Mountain yet. Instead, we're going to walk around until we find our next bestiary entry, which is the Land Crawler. Now, you're going to want to be kind of fast about this, and we have our time mages so that we can use Graviga against it. We need Graviga to hit twice. So the first one unfortunately missed, but it's doing a ton of damage to it. The Land Crawler can use Maelstrom, which will put all of your characters into like single-digit health, which is very scary. So time is of the essence here. Hit it with 2 Gravigas, and then your ninja can follow up with some physical attacks. There you can see dual wielding those twin lances allows us to attack 4 times, and there we go. We have that added to the bestiary. When you get into North Mountain, we can continue up, and this place is exactly the same as it was the last time. There are no more items to get or anything like that, so we're just going to continue along the path, and we're going to go up toward the summit area. Reminder to not step on the purple flowers because you'll be poisoned if you do. So just be careful to walk around them like I'm doing. And in this room, you get to a consecrated circle, so you'll definitely want to save as well as make some changes to your team. I have a time mage, a summoner, a bard, and a blue mage, and everyone has float on them. And let's look at the abilities. Our time mage has blue magic. Our summoner has time magic, our bard has sing as well as aim, and our blue mage also has white magic, so we can use some healing. This next fight is very technical and will probably not result in you winning the first couple times you try it. I'll just be honest with that. Hopefully it does go pretty easy, but once you get to the summit, make sure you save your game right there before you walk up, and you get this cutscene. You who have broken the seal, if you can best me in battle, I shall award you my power. And here we have Bahamut. He is level 99, and he is no joke. So begin the battle by using Hero's Rime. That will constantly increase our level throughout the fight. Then you'll want to use Hastega on your whole team so that you have the haste status and can act more quickly. Bahamut is susceptible to darkness as well as silence and slow, so you can try to stick those on if you want to. But otherwise, make sure that you have Carbuncle from your summoner to cast Ruby Light, and that will give you all the reflect status. So because his level is so much higher than ours, he's level 99 and we're like mid-30s, we're probably not going to get any of those status elements to stick. It makes things a lot easier if they do. Otherwise, our main source of damage will be from level 3 Flare. 99 is divisible by 3, so we're able to hit him with level 3 flares there. Many of his attacks are reflectable back toward him, so this Atomic Ray, we're able to use Reflect from Carbuncle to send it right back to him. We can also use Syldra's Thunderstorm. She is a very good source of damage. And we'll just continue on using level 3 Flare. Now, the thing about having Reflect status on everyone is that you can't cure yourself in the normal way by just casting some sort of cure magic on yourself. So that's why we have people who can use blue magic, because we have a white wind and that bypasses the Reflect status. So if you are damaged, and this guy definitely will damage you, you can still heal yourself by using white wind. But please know that the amount that you get healed is only the same as your current HP value for whoever cast that white wind. So if you have someone with low health, it's not going to do a lot, but my blue mage has full health, so everyone gets 1,162 there. Summoning Golem is another good thing to stop a lot of its physical attacks from hurting you as badly, and otherwise you're just going to have to put up with it. If you look at your own status, you can see what statuses you have on there. And I noticed that I did not have Reflect anymore, so I recast Carbuncle to get more Reflect. And that's really the gist of the fight, is maintaining your health with White Wind, keeping Reflect up at all times, and attacking him with level 3 Flare. He's got 40,000 HP, and he kind of goes in different phases. When he still has high HP, he attacks a lot slower, and then as he gets low on health, he kind of goes into overdrive mode and will keep using stronger attacks, things that can bypass your Reflect status, as well as trying to use Mega Flare. If Mega Flare hits you, you're probably all going to die. There's just no way around that. However, if you have Reflect set up, you can bounce that back at him. So that's the primary reason why we have Reflect at all times through this fight, is just to protect ourselves against Mega Flare or Atomic Ray or something else that he can use against our entire party. So keep it up. This battle takes a few minutes, and as long as you maintain yourself throughout the fight, don't go too crazy either defensively or offensively. If you can strike that healthy balance, then you should be victorious in the end. So here at the end, he's low health. He tries to kill us all with Mega Flare. However, we're going to bounce that right back at him, and he will end up killing himself that way. And that's how you beat Bahamut and end at full health. We get 25 ABP as a reward for that, as well as getting Bahamut as our new summon. Now at this point you can walk out if you want to, otherwise if you have a Time Mage, just go ahead and use Teleport to get out instantly. Okay, now that that's done, let's head on back over the way that we came. We'll go back toward the west, and we're going to go kind of to the southwest corner of this desert. Yep, so you can just kind of go along this, the western wall here, all the way to the corner, and you'll see a tower. This tower is kind of interesting. It has a unique mechanic. This is a Phoenix Tower, and we're going to want to have our team be able to all learn blue magic. So whether it's making them a blue mage themselves or just having the secondary skill of learn, just make sure that everyone on your team has the ability to learn blue magic, because we're going to hunt for a new blue magic. So here we have two enemies, the Lemur and the Parthenope. The Parthenope is the snake lady in the bottom, and that's who we need to learn our new blue magic from. So we're going to start off by killing the lemur. You can use kind of whatever you want against it. Both of these enemies have kind of high HP, so they might take a little while for you to defeat. And we're just going to wait until the Parthenope uses Roulette. That is the new blue magic that we have to learn. And what it does is it randomly selects either one of our party members or one of our enemies, and if it lands on them, then that person will die. So unfortunately it landed on Ferris and killed her off, but we needed it to do that in order to learn it. So we just quickly picked her back up, and now we're going to destroy this Parthenope, and once it's dead, we can continue on. And we learned Roulette from that battle. So that's good. Now we're just going to head on outside. We've learned what we needed to learn from this, and we can switch up our party members to kind of whatever we want to. You can save and heal. Okay, so once that's done, Phoenix Tower has an interesting mechanic in that there are vines on each floor, and you need to choose the right one. So the first time, go up the left vine, and then you will move up the stairs. Again, go to the left on the third floor. On the fourth floor, go to the right. And on the fifth floor, there are two pots on the side. One pot has 5,000 gil, and another pot holds an enemy. But this is a very special enemy, and I would recommend using quick save, because we want to have it work out in just a certain way. So this is a magic pot, and if you've played other games in the Final Fantasy series, it may be familiar, because it will say, "Give me elixir." It really wants an elixir. Well, after it says that, give him an elixir. Usually it will be happy after just one elixir and then flee. What do you get for this? 100 ABP. So this is a great place to start mastering some jobs. It is possible that it won't run away after one, and if that happens, then just reset your game back to that quick save and go again. Well, we have a Cherie enemy. That's the dancer girl on the bottom, and we can eliminate her. This is the third and the last thing that we have to add to the bestiary. A very interesting mechanic in the Phoenix Tower is that you can't run away from any of these fights. You are forced to fight them. Luckily, in the Pixel Remaster version, we can toggle encounters on and off. So after you collect these three enemies, I would strongly encourage you, if you don't need the experience, to just toggle that on. You can push in the right analog stick, that's the R3 button, and that will stop any of the random encounters from happening. And that's a very nice thing, so that you're not constantly fighting your way up this very tall tower. Okay, when that fight's over, then we'll head up the stairs. On the 7th floor, we've got some more vines, so head to the left vine and use it. On the 8th floor, you will also do the left vine. By the way, if you use the wrong vine, you're forced into a encounter against an enemy, which can be pretty tough. So on this floor, the 9th floor, go on the right side, and the 10th floor has some more magic pots. We can get 10,000 gil from one of them, and another magic pot enemy in the other side. So there's our quick save. And we'll wait till it says, "Give me elixir," and then give it the elixir. And that's all we have to do for these fights. You'll need a total of 5 elixirs to get through this tower, and all of these are required encounters because we need the item that they have. It's one of the hidden items that we have to collect. So there's a Phoenix down. The 11th floor, there are no vines. You can just go right up the stairs. The 12th floor is the left vine. The 13th floor is also the left vine. The 14th floor is the right vine. The 15th floor has more pots. This one, the left pot, is the monster. But again, we'll just wait till it says give me elixir, and then give him the elixir. And we get a Phoenix down. We also got the Senior Worker Trophy. We have a couple jobs mastered, so I'm just going to switch the jobs out. There's no point in gaining 100 ABP for a job that you've already mastered. So a quick switch over to the Red Mage. Just trying to learn that dual cast ability that can come in very handy later on. Okay, and once we're all set with that, we can just do a quick save and go over to the other pot on the far side, and that will be 15,000 gil. Go back up the stairs, and on the 16th floor, we're going to go to the stairs on the opposite side, go straight up. 17th floor will be the left vines. 18th floor, also left vines. 19th floor is the right vines. 20th floor is more pots. There we go, Bart's mastered Rapid Fire. That's what we were really waiting for mastering the Ranger. So now I'm going to make him a ninja. I'm going to give him some blue magic. And he has the double twin lances equipped. And put him in the front row so we can do some more damage. And then go to the other pot. That is 20,000 gil. And go to the 21st floor. You can just go straight up the stairs. There are no vines. Floor 22 is the right vine first. 23rd floor is the left vine. 24 is the right vine. And now we have more of the jars on the 25th floor. So go ahead, grab your reward, do your quick save, and fight the monster. Here we go, mastered throw and rapid fire. And we get the Avis Killer. And also the Item Detector Trophy. We have now gotten every hidden item in the whole game. So you should have gotten that at the same time that I got it if you're following along with this guide. Ferris mastered her job, so I'm just going to turn her into a red mage like the other characters. And I'm going to also give her the two-handed ability as well as the healing staff. Red mages are nice, but they kind of fall into that category of a jack of all trades but master of none. Well, now we're going to go up the stairs. The 26th floor is the left vine. 27th floor is also the left vine. The 28th floor is the right vine. The 29th floor only has one vine, which means we're going to be forced into an encounter against one of 4 bosses that we already fought in the game. I did switch Ferris to a ninja before this fight, and also quick saved, and then we're going to go into the fight. In my encounter, I had the Liquid Flame. This is a boss that we fought a long time ago on the fire-powered ship, and it is not very difficult at this point in the game, because having ninjas who can dual-wield twin lances and do multiple attacks every turn, especially if I have rapid fire on, it can just tear right through this boss's HP. Our red mages are able to keep us cured up if we need to, but otherwise it's just a couple attacks and this thing's dead. After the battle, you can proceed up the stairs. And here we're at the roof with a wind drake. Hear you! Is this the wind drake that saved you? Hear you! What are you doing? He says he wants to help you. Hear you! Lena, here you knew he didn't have much longer to live. That means in the forest when he saved me. It seems he came to this tower so he could use the last of his strength to help you. Hear you. What do you mean, Mother's not going to make it? Dear, the doctor did his best. It seems the only thing that can cure her is a wind drake's tongue. Lena, where are you going with that knife? Certainly you don't mean to. Stop! Sire, I'll go. Princess Lena, kill him and you kill the last of the wind drakes. What's more, the Queen Mother has always cared deeply for Hiryu. Will you still cut out his tongue? At this point, your answer doesn't really matter here because the game will continue anyway, so you can say yes or no. It doesn't really matter. You fool! Mother! The wind drake Hiryu became a phoenix and entrusted his strength and soul to Lena. Received the summon monster Phoenix. Hiryu. Thank you. Well, at this point, you can either walk down all those stairs or just teleport out with your Time Mage's teleport skill. Now let's go back to our black chocobo who's been waiting very patiently for us this whole time. And a little bit toward the northeast is all it takes to get back to the forest. It's time that we went and got our airship back. It's way in the southern part of the map, down by the Phantom Village. So grab your black chocobo and start heading way to the south. And I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you for all the support that you've shown this series. I really appreciate it. All the likes and the comments that I'm getting. It means a whole lot to me. So just keep on heading south and you will soon get to the forest. Go ahead and land inside of it. I don't know if I was lucky or unlucky with keep running into the Phantom Village, but if it happens to you, just go ahead, leave, and then hop into your airship. If you look at the map, there is a circle right in between the two continents on the bottom here, and there's these bridges across from there, so go ahead and land by that. And we are going to pause it right here, and we will tackle this location in the next video. So thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day.